That's great. Now let's change the discussion to the mining algorithm, or the mining of Ethereum. Today you guys are on proof of work. We've been talking about moving to proof of stake. When will that happen?
So there's code that's pretty close to finalized right now. It's being looked at by auditors. The first phase is all about finality. So it's an overlay system, a proof of stake overlay system. It'll enable the proof of work miners to keep going. They'll get paid a little less for securing the network, because it'll be easier to secure the network because of this proof of stake overlay.
Now, why is it so important to move off proof of work to proof of stake?
Proof of work is a remarkable invention, but it's incredibly wasteful of electricity, of computation, of hardware. You have to build or buy specialized hardware, and it's turned Bitcoin especially, but Ethereum also, into a hardware arms race. Proof of stake replaces all of that waste with a security bond in the form of Ether on a smart contract, so anybody can do that sort of thing. If you don't have enough Ether, you can send your money to a pool and they'll do that for you, so anybody will be able to participate. It democratizes the ability to get on these networks, validate these networks, and make a little bit of money for your efforts.
And then the critics who keep saying that mining is centralized will probably say that mining has become less centralized.
Yeah, so the barrier to entry drops. You don't need these big farms, and anybody will be able to do it from a phone if they want to.
Let's talk about regulation. Ethereum's been in the spotlight a lot, specifically whether Ethereum is a security or not a security. Where do you stand with regulation?
So we spend a lot of time talking to regulators around the world, definitely including in this country. On the securities front, we will issue tokenized securities. The securities will become programmable, so they're going to be very interesting ways of issuing shares in companies. We will issue utility tokens or consumer tokens that provide membership on a platform, consumer access to something, consumption of shared resources. These protocol-based open platforms, these network systems, will be a new way of delivering services to consumers, and we're very confident that we understand how to do that without regulatory bodies considering those kinds of token securities.
So you're of the opinion that today...
So very important, if you're going to be investing in cryptocurrencies, you understand the difference between proof of stake and proof of work, and why the energy consumption is such an issue, the arms race. So I'm not going to go into major detail, hopefully, if you don't understand this. I do have videos on this channel, and if you go through YouTube, that will kind of go into detail. But this should be a good litmus test to kind of gauge yourself. Do you really understand cryptocurrency, or are you just throwing darts? So like I said, like stuff like this, it's free. You don't have to go buy, Tai Lopez's like How to Invest in Crypto books. So very important if you're going to be investing and understanding this stuff long term, that you start to pay attention to this stuff, start to educate yourself, and see what will happen with the rollout. And this is why when people make the criticism that, oh, Ethereum lacks this or Ethereum lacks that, they're able to update it, they're able to change it. It's a lot like software, so it really is important who's on the development team and who's in the community and what they do to make sure that they are evolving, because like any great technology, if it gets stagnant, if it gets complacent, it's going to get replaced. But let me know your comments and thoughts on Ethereum, and I will talk to you guys soon.